Welcome back to Rise of Kingdoms. My name is Touch of Malice. This KvK2 update is going to be all about where we have been in KvK2 and where we're at so far. Welcome back to my Sock Sleeper series, where I had migrated back to the early game, bringing back endgame commanders after sleeping for a period of time. In this KvK update, we're going to go over a progression of battle, some reports, how our zone has been, and all that stuff. Throughout the series, we're going to cover all those videos, piece by piece. So, starting off with first is we had a successful zone 4 push. Our zone 4 push past past 4, it was good. I started off in EM42 over here, which is the secondary alliance. We pushed down here. We had some fighting, and it was good. We pushed the enemy to the brink. Pushed them right up to their pass, against NG42. Did not allow them to enter our zone whatsoever. So EM42 fighting was successful. They hung around for a bit. NG42 hung around for a little bit. I'm going over some footage right now. But yeah, we pushed them up pretty much right up to their pass, and they weren't able to break through. So our south pass was successful. They hung around for a little bit, and then they just kind of cheeseburgered. They cheeseburgered here and there, as you do when you're kind of like getting shat on. A lot of people just resort to cheeseburgering. But yeah, so EM42, we were successful in pushing the enemy up to their pass. Last night, you can see that they broke out of their zone right here, and they were not able to hold that area. You can see we've got their flags burning. We have guys in the area. We're not letting them break through. We're holding them, which is what's good over here. So I had then noticed that north zone 4, EK42 still had a little bit of fighting going on with DE39. I had then joined EK42, and they seem to have gotten some flags through, but I don't think that they're very prominent in what they're doing. We're making progress, and it's been all night long, and they haven't really pushed out too far. And I don't think it's something that's we're gonna let happen. So there's still gonna be a little bit of work we got to do up here in North Zone 4. But outside of that, we have them deadlock. We have them deadlock at their pass as well. There was a bit of fighting. I'm gonna go over some of the footage right now. This is from when I had shifted over to North Zone 4. I joined EK42. And as you can see, D39, they were a little prominent in their fighting. They had some presence, but overall, every time they pushed, we were able to push back. They had some good pushes. I'm not gonna hold them against that. But they were not able to make a hard push deep into the zone. They were not able to give us that much of a problem. As you can see here, overall, I think where we had surpassed them was honestly, I feel like it was a little bit of quality over quantity, but I do think we had more players that had more 3 march lineups. So a lot of these guys were bringing really strong 1 to 2 marches, but you get into that realm of 3 marches or more, and they just kind of fell apart. So yeah, Zone 4 so far has been really, really good. We've had a successful Zone 4. We've had a very successful Zone 4, and it's been good. It's been really good. Actually going to send some inf right now. Yeah, so that was good. It's been good. Really happy with our Zone 4. Zone 4 was a successful Zone 4 capture. Now, let's go over the marches that I've been using. So believe it or not, I was a little bit wrong. I wasn't entirely wrong. Earlier in my KvK videos, I had mentioned that, Takeda is not like a super strong primary. And I found that with Ethelflaed's secondary, Takeda actually does quite alright, and I think it has to do with the fact that just being able to maneuver really fast around the battlefield, in and out of, just being able to maneuver around the battlefield is really, really nice. Cavalry tree is a strong talent tree. There's lots of march speed reduction with Takeda primary, so Ethelflaed is going to punch a little bit, and you're going to be able to maneuver around the field. I also really liked how CJ was performing with the Joan of Arc. Yes, Joan of Arc purple in KvK 2 with the CJ is viable in my opinion. I was using it the whole freaking time. Like, the whole freaking time this march was there, CJ and Joan of Arc. It was performing good. Another march that had surprised me was actually CJ primary with a Takeda secondary, and vice versa. I had noticed that CJ having the smite tree gives him quite an advantage in KvK 2, and just him with versatility. He's got a lot of skills that work just being on the map. This skill really, but it's a good march. So CJ primary with the Takeda secondary. When I go full cav gear on Takeda, it was good. Now I'm gonna go over some reports with you guys. So this right here is my Takeda primary with the CJ, and yeah, it was a pretty good trade right here. It's doing good. Honestly, it's a good march. The Takeda primary with the CJ secondary, you go all in on cav. And yeah, it's just, it's nice. I like it. Trade kind of bad right here. This was, I was getting swarmed. During this trade, I'm getting swarmed. So, yeah, I was overall, I was really satisfied with this march. I like it, and I'm going to continue to use it for a while. Takeda Ethelflaed. So Takeda Ethelflaed is a bit on the squishier end of things. It is squishier than the Takeda CJ, just because Takeda doesn't have any tanky stats or any tanky skills at all outside of her counterattack damage taken reduction, but that's only going to kick in once you're getting swarmed. Takeda Ethelflaed's okay. It seems okay. You got to keep in mind this is KvK 2, right? So not a lot of people have amazing stuff. I don't know. Takeda Ethelflaed seemed okay, and I like to use Takeda Ethelflaed when I'm running CJ with infantry as a second march. So with CJ and Joan of Arc, it's not a march that you're bringing out and you're expecting it to get a lot of kills. It's a support march, is what it is. It's an infantry support march. But I'm still, it doesn't do terrible. It really doesn't do terrible at all. So yeah, I like that. I like that I can send it out there as a second march, and although it's not going to bring me a whole lot of kills, what it does is it doesn't do terrible. It's going to be supporting myself and all of my allies in the murder ball. Hit a rally right here. Me hitting a rally. Some more trades I got here. Big ball fight. CJ primary with Takeda also was doing pretty well. I really liked how CJ Takeda was performing. Died a couple times. I died a couple times, but I was getting good kills on my way out. So that's kind of what matters to me. So yeah, that's an update on how our KvK 2 has been so far. And if you guys are enjoying these videos, you know what to do. I will keep these up throughout KvK, and hopefully we get some good ziggurat fights, a good action in Zone 5. I don't know. Anyways, my name is Touch of Malice. You know what to do, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.